Gettysburg Address, most known for giving the nation a new birth, of our dedication for a greater good of all people, Mr. Abraham Lincoln.
It's good to be here again to tell my life and also talk about the Gettysburg Address.
Alright, let's get started with this interview. Alright, where did your inspiration come from to write this address in the first place?
So my inspiration to write the address came from the Battle of Gettysburg. Up until that point, there hadn't been a lot of success in the Union. I wanted to use this victory to gather support for the war that was upon us. I had many months to gather my thoughts after the war, so I was able to go deep into thought about it.
When you were writing the address, what did the first section mean?
So the first section of my speech sets up the premise of the American founding. The United States is a nation dedicated to the ideal that all men are created in God's eyes. No matter the color of your skin, everyone should be treated the same.
Oh, alright now, I understand, so let's break this down. When you said 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal, what did this mean?
So I was referring to the founding of our country 87 years before. I was making a connection from the work of the Union soldiers at Gettysburg to the work of the Union's founders at Philadelphia. All were fighting for the equality of all men.
What's the meaning to the second part of your speech?
So the second part of my speech notes that the United States is fighting a terrible war to see whether a free nation that is dedicated to the ideal of liberty can last or if it's destined to die. Also, the men who fought and died at the Gettysburg have made the battlefield a sacred place of memory, place, and hope.
Finally, the third section of your speech, what did it mean?
So in this section, I'm asking my fellow countrymen to reunite with one another as a great task that the soldiers died for.
What specific idea do you ask your listeners to commit themselves when they read your speech?
What I'm asking for my people can be broken down into two parts. The first part is that I believe we the people, the soldiers who fought in the Battle of Gettysburg, fought and died for a new birth of freedom, leading to the ultimate end of slavery.
Finally, how do you describe the impact to those who fought in the Battle of Gettysburg? What were their reasons in this battle?
The people had fought and died for a nation in which the people ruled. The Union is to be broken up when some people get angry over the results of an election and take up arms and resort to violence. At that point, then democracy cannot succeed and the experiment is a failure. I see that the South chose bullets over ballots and thus showed a huge risk to the future of self-government. If after every election a chunk of the population threw a fit and tried to leave the country, there would be no country in the first place. This is why it is important for the Union to prevail. Self-government could survive this threat.
Well, that's all the time we have. Thank you, Mr. Lincoln, for being with us today.
Thank you for having
Oh
me.
wait, Mr. Lincoln, one of our supporters just sent us a video for you.
Oh really? Let me see.
Fourscore and 7 years ago, America was born, just to let you know. A nation conceived in liberty, dedicated to the cause of equality. Now we're engaged in the Civil War, testing the values at our nation's core. Can the Union survive, or furthermore, any nation like ours long endure? Today we meet at Gettysburg, a great battlefield of war. I'm sure you've heard, it's time to dedicate a piece of the land to those who died for their fellow man. They gave their lives so our nation can live. Now let's pay our dues, cause that's all we can give. Let's pay our dues, cause that's all we can give.
November 19th, 1863, President Lincoln changed history. He honored the dead, but there's so much more. He changed the meaning of the Civil War. November 19th, 1863, President Lincoln changed history. He invoked the past to shape years to come. Now let's finish his speech, cause he's not quite done.
In a larger sense, we can't dedicate the sacred ground with words that I make. The brave men who struggled here have hallowed this ground. Words can't come near. The world won't recall what's said today, but they'll never forget those fateful days. For us to live in, we must finish the job to honor those whose lives were robbed. Let's use their loss to increase devotion to the cause that this war has set in motion, to ensure that the dead haven't died in vain. Keep up the good fight even through the pain. This nation needs a rebirth, so look to these words and discover their worth. Of the people, by the people, for the people, it's a first. And this government shall not perish from the earth.
November 19th, done.
Gettysburg address. Gettysburg address.